The year 2025 has been identified by astrologers as a tremendous transformative period that sees massive global changes.
Next year, in 2025, we're about to enter one of the periods of revolution. But here's the kicker. This is the last time for thousands of years that this will happen. The relationship between Pluto and the Earth is changing, and a pattern that's held since the dawn of recorded history is about to be broken.
Astrologer Rosie Finn is the author of the book Persephone's Revolution, Pluto's Path to the End of Empire, in which she describes several scenarios that this cycle could bring about for planet Earth, ranging from a complete collapse of society to revolution, the rise of beneficent rulers, and a scientific paradigm shift.
And the last is something we've never seen before. It's the last time Pluto goes out of bounds, which is a massive consciousness awakening that is global. I mean, why not? Why can't we all just wake up and come into greater compassion, create different relationships with each other? There could be something really amazing that happens that infiltrates our systems, and the power structures that seem so oppressive at this time could fall apart, crumble, disintegrate. It must have been hard for people to imagine the Reformation or imagine the end of the Crusades. I think there is some precedence for having things happen that are unimaginable.
Malaysian astrologer Dr. Anthony Cheng uses the expression "the Great Reckoning" to describe the cosmic theme of the year 2025.
大清算啊，我们这个世界啊，那么多年来，尤其近这几十年啊，已经累积了太多不好的业障，所以我们还会有新冠肺炎，才会有这个战争对立，种种天灾，种种的现象，一直更加严重化，更加提早的恶化的现象在发生，是因为业力清算的时代已经到了，这个大黑暗时代要进化的时代已经到了。这是我在冥想里面我重复看见多次的一个像，就是这个图。这是我很明显的每次重复看见的一个对于未来世界它会发生的一个像，就有一种业力清算的一个像。但是这一个像是很明显的，它代表什么意思呢？我觉得它是一个忏悔的时代，人类需要去忏悔，需要重新去开始去思考，去做一些动作。
Clairvoyant Reverend Brandon Biggs of the United States has also received messages from the Lord that a major change is going to happen this year.
He said 2025 will be a year of great change. The Lord said to me, there is a dividing line that is being set up right now that is just like the children of Israel were when they were on Mount Sinai. And he told me, he said, Brandon, you will see the dividing line, and it's who will serve the Lord this day. And it was the ones that ran to the Lord for refuge were safe, and the ones that stood back here were gobbled up by the earthquake. There is a dividing line in the sand. There's a dividing line in the sand, and there will be a great shaking in the body of Christ in 2025. There's a great shaking that's happening. And in this window of time, he's going to awaken his church. We have such a job to do, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus is coming. He's standing at the door. And I'm excited what God has in store for us for 2025. So I encourage you to have great anticipation for 2025. Believe God for big in 2025.
It appears that we have arrived at a pivotal turning point in Earth's history. From January through May, many major incidents, disasters, and crises have occurred simultaneously around the world. What's more, a super solar storm is threatening to destroy the whole world from June to November due to the weakening of Earth's magnetic field and an unusual pole shift. Etc. This event that is supposed to reduce 67% of the world's population was not only warned about by our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai on April 2nd, but also supported by scientific evidence and expert analysis. These massive disasters could have destroyed Earth by now, if it were not for an even more immense outpouring of God's grace. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, revealed this amazing news on April 10th.
God told us to meditate. At that time, there was not the three powerful yet. God, Temkutu, and the Son of God. Now they become one, 3 to 1. Just this morning, the ultimate master told me that, and God instructed me that. But God is still there as God, as is the Son of God, and Temkutu, the derived from the Son of God, as another Son of God, is still also as Temkutu, as well as the King of Kings, ruling his spiritual new realm. Plus this world in the garb of a physical human. Just before that, I was, of course, meditating, and I still call them, Dear God, Sire, the ultimate master, Sir, and has told me, I and you are one. I said, yes, I knew that, but we were still in a separate kind of boundary in order to do different work. But they say, no more, that's not enough. We have to be 3 in 1. Oh, I'm so happy. Of course, sir, of course. I just feel that I'm too humble a being in the world. And not enough, but if you order like that, aye, sir, immediately. I'm still not used to it yet, okay? I knew it theoretically before, but I could not assimilate it. Never mind whatever, we 3. So now we 3 will work more together and more efficiently. So you have a bigger hope to save the world.
A large protective shield has also been set up over Earth by Supreme Master Ching Hai and a special group of beings.
We thought of a different way. We put up kind of a sheet, a transparent substance around the planet, above the magnetic field and ozone. Thus, it minimizes the flare of the sun if it ever comes disturbing us more deeply than ever before. Then it would burn everything in our world, including ourselves. So now, since we put an extra sheet, it's transparent. It kind of has a little green tint, but you won't see it. It's just that you might feel that the sun is less intense, maybe less bright than usual, than before. Now, the good news is that we put on that sheet, transparent, tinted green substance, so that it will keep the earth cooler than it might be if there were no such substance covering the whole planet. It's breathable, of course, made of a very special substance. You can't find it on Earth. This is made by the peace people. After we kind of came in and protected them and kicked out the devils, they have been able to repair their instruments and make more substance of such things as I just told you. So we covered the whole planet. So right now we have the less intense sun flare. Even if the sun flare comes, we feel it less intensely. Of course, you still feel the heat because there are some places where the hole is too big. But most places, the heat will be less than if we didn't have that sheet on the whole planet, covering the whole planet. I also put some protection also around the planet.
The unusual phenomenon of our planet being covered by a shield seems to have been beholden to a degree by Darius Wright, an OBE, out-of-body experience explorer and philosopher. He shared with the public the image of our planet he saw while he was out of his body.
I saw the dome during my OBE, or out-of-body experience. Darius J. Wright, Life and Beyond YouTube channel, April 8th, 2025.
Space isn't the way that we have been told space is. None of the things that they have stated is actually accurate in that sense. It actually looks, when you're outside, it actually looks like this. And this is why I put this together. So you could say the people here, let's just say those are souls looking from this place from the outside. And you have the firmament above on a plane. And you have the construct, the place that we're in is fixed and immovable. And you have all of the other places of creations based on the will of the soul down here or down here, all different constructs, all different universes. But this universe, this construct that we're in, looks like this. And so when you look at biblically how they've stated the waters above, the water separated from the waters, God created the firmament, the earthly realm. It's actually true.
Our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, shed light on why Mr. Wright saw a dome shape instead of a 360-degree protective shield.
Even I saw one man, he's maybe what they call a psychic, yes, or clairvoyant. He saw the earth is covered with a dome, but he didn't see half of it, that's why. So it looked like they saw only half of it. So he saw one half of it because the other half is kind of obstructed from his inner eyes, I guess, because we live mostly only on the half side of the earth, and on the other half side live other people. Or somehow maybe some people cannot see the whole picture, Some of the psychics don't see the whole picture, like that. That is the so-called dome, is the one that we have been putting up to protect the magnetic field that I have told you about last time, to protect the atmosphere of the earth so that the magnetic field and ozone layer are not more damaged, but it still can be damaged. We always still have to keep an eye on it. And even the protective layer ring that has been put around the earth to protect the earth, I don't know if it can be completely protected. It depends on how much karma the humans create anew. Old karma and new karma, like newly made karma also. But at the moment, it's still okay. Like the sun will not pour into our atmosphere and burn everything in its wake. At the moment, it's still okay. It's bearable. It's not completely safe. Of course, I can only do so much. Because the karma of the world is so heavy, so huge.
To get through the big crisis this year, Supreme Master Ching Hai provides a simple solution for humanity, putting in a little screw to seal the door of protection from calamity.
Hopefully, this time it will keep longer. If more people become vegan, then it will keep longer. And maybe later, everything will repair by itself, so we won't even need that. Then the sun will brighten up again. You see, I know what you're saying, that I keep talking about being vegan, but that is the little 1% that we need to completely repair and change this world so that it becomes like an Eden for all of you to stay safe, happy forever. If you want to continue to stay on this planet, That is the last screw in it. 1%. You see, it's just simple.
The simple little screw of love and compassion through the vegan diet that will heal the earth and save lives in the end times was also prescribed by many seers, saints, and sages in the past.